Dulce here, Cricket Stitcher. How are you guys doing today? I've been doing pretty good. I just want to say thank you to all of my subscribers, all of you that have shared my videos, and commented. I just really appreciate that. I love this community and how we all just kind of support each other. So I just want to say thank you. I'm still getting used to the whole filming and looking at the camera and not myself. I will probably always end up looking at myself and not the camera. So yeah, I hope you guys are doing well. My week went great. I had a wedding. My husband and I went to Dallas. We saw a Rangers game there. Yeah, so everything is doing pretty well. I've actually got a lot of stitching in that I was not expecting, but I'm still excited. I was going to show you guys my finishes that I've done in the past. It's not all of them. I have a couple like really tiny like little things, but these are all like my big framed items. I have a little bit of haul. I never have haul, and I actually have haul this week. So that's exciting. And I was also going to show you my llama that my mother-in-law actually crocheted me for 2 Christmases ago. So, yeah. So, yeah. Let's get started. So I'm going to go ahead and show you my finishes that I've done in the past. My first one was a dimensions kit that I got from 123 Stitch, and I actually was going to make this for my brother for Christmas, and I actually showed it to him, and he's like, I don't want that. I don't think that's cool. And I'm like, okay, I will never make you anything ever again. So I kept it, and of course after I framed it and it looked really good, then he'd be like, oh, I actually want that. Can you give it to me? And I was like, no, I cannot. It's mine now. So this is my first one. That glare is bad. I'm sorry, guys. So it's a dog's love never fails. And you're actually supposed to put the dog's name here, which I was going to put his dog's name there until he said he did not want it. And I said, okay, I'll put my dog's name in there. Which I haven't done yet. And I don't know if I ever will. It's all framed, and I don't know if I saved all the floss, so I have it all. I just don't know if I really want to get it out and put my dogs. I had 2 dogs. They started getting in really bad fights because they both were rescues. And they just did not do well together. My first one loved my parents and my parents' dog. And she's the one that would get into fights with my second one that I rescued. And, I mean, when I say fights, I mean like bloodied, fighting. It was horrible. We got animal behavioralists involved. We were trying everything. And we just never knew what was going to set my first dog off. And I mean, it literally was like me and my husband dragging the dogs. I got bit, my husband got bit. And so we knew something needed to change. And so we actually gave my first dog to my parents because she loved their 3 dogs. I don't know what it was about Valentine that she just did not like at all. So she's in a good place. She has a giant yard to run around in. She's so loved. My dad spoils that dog. And so she's in a much happier environment. So now I have my 2 dogs, Valentine, and then we actually adopted my husband's mother's dog. She's not able to care for it anymore. So he actually came and lived with us, and we were really worried about Valentine because we don't know who exactly started the fights, if it was Valentine or Mira. But Valentine and Charlie get along great. And so once my Valentine's a bigger dog and Charlie's this little tiny 10-year-old little puppy. And so they get along great. So now I can't put a name because I don't know who to put, because I love all three of them. They're all three my precious little babies. So, so yeah, that's my first finish. Sorry, I just went on like story time for you guys. So my second one, I actually did this whenever I was substituting. And whenever I had a really good class that didn't bother me, or not didn't bother me, just was a good class. And I could literally just sit there in a chair and watch them do their work. And I didn't need to like be standing up and watching over them because they are actually responsible high schoolers. And that actually quite a bit I got that. I rarely had any trouble with kids. It was whenever I got my 5th and 6th grade classes that were tough. The high schoolers, they are very cool. But I actually got to do this while they were working. And they actually, I messed up here. I don't know what happened, but my counting is wrong. So this little back foot doesn't really match with this part, but I'm okay with that. It still looks good. So, yeah, so that's like my second big finish. My next one, sorry guys, bring a chair. I moved like 4 times, trying to get out of like the sun, because the sun is just hitting me weird, and I'm in my dining room right now. So I finally found a place where I'm not like glaring with the sun. So my third big finish was actually for my wedding. My husband was making this joke all through our engagement that he, instead of a ring bearer, he wants a ring bear. And I was like, he's like, we could dress up somebody in a bear costume and they can like bring the rings. And I said, nope, absolutely not. But for him, because of that, and I'm not joking, this is like months and months of him saying that. And I was like, okay, fine. So what I decided to make is I actually I made a little pillow for the ring bearer to carry with himself. Oh. So that's what I made. And this was a pattern out of a magazine. My mom, it's my garters on top of it. But my mom actually made it for me. She is so good at sewing. It's just a little pocket pillow. So my little nephew was the one who carried it, but he was a baby at the time. So it was actually his mother that carried him down the aisle with the pillow. So I just wanted to be part of the wedding somehow. So that is my third big finish. So my fourth one was, once again, out of a magazine. I don't remember which one. Maybe Cross Stitcher is what I'm thinking. And they actually made a companion piece for this like last year or the year before. I'm not sure. But I did the first one. Once again, try to stop the glaring. Oh, that is not any better. Sorry, guys. Well, that's it. So it's supposed to be stitched round, but I messed up somehow. I don't really know. I don't know where I messed up, but it's not a complete circle. Or I didn't mess up and it was the framer like cut, but I don't believe so. I think it was me. But that's okay. My mom and I kind of stretched it and we made it work. And I actually entered that in the fair and I did not win. Slightly still bitter about that, but that's okay. And the person that won did a good job and it was a pretty piece and that's okay. I'm hoping with my Heaven Earth design, whenever it's done in like 6 years, I'm hoping next year I can maybe get it done, or the year after, that I can enter that, and I hope I win. I really hope I win. We have a really big fair at the Tulsa Fair, and I mean, there's so many people that enter stuff. There's cross stitch, quilting, knitting, crocheting. I mean, like everything. So there's a lot of competition. So that is all of my finishes. I was going to show you, I mentioned last week how my mother-in-law crocheted me, a llama for Christmas that I actually found the pattern, and I was like, can you please crochet this for me? And she was like, no, and then she did as a surprise. So this is my little llama. Oh, the sun's not hitting him very well, or her. But here he is. I look at that little tail. And so she actually crocheted all the pieces, stuffed it, and then put it all together. That's what she told me. And she actually, which is really amazing, I don't know if you can see, these are actually loops. There we go. And if you know anything about crocheting, these are all just like single rows that she actually looped back around to make the loop. And I mean, I don't even know how many there are. Like, I don't even know. I mean, like, this whole back is fuzzy like that. I mean, hours worth of crocheting. But even like on this Christmas, I think she made like 6 blankets and this for me. But she was so excited whenever she gifted it to me. She was like, I have to take a picture. She's like, I've been wanting to put it on Facebook and I can't because I knew you were on Facebook. And I said, yes. And so she finally got to put it on Facebook, and I think she did an amazing job. He actually sits in my living room by my TV. I kind of stick him behind it, and he's just like poking his little head out. So he's always with us. Okay. Well, let me show you. I'll do haul next. So I actually went to Michael's for floss. And then I was walking around, you know, I mean, because you can't just get floss, you have to walk around and see everything. And they actually, I don't know if they're just cleaning out their cross-stitch stuff, like just phasing it out, or if they're just getting new stuff, I don't know. But they actually had a ton of it on clearance for like $5. So I picked up these 2 little kits, Dimensions, a pair of wolves for $5. And then this is Owl Trio Dimensions. I don't know when I will do those. I just grabbed them because they're $5. So that's all my haul besides the floss that I got for a project. I usually just get floss and fabric. I don't usually buy the kits. But, you know, it's $5, so, you know, I naturally had to. So I'm going to go ahead and get to my whips. The sun is not working for me, so I'm not moving again. I've moved too many times already. So, I actually got quite a bit cross-stitched. I really didn't think I would, but I actually got quite a bit to show you. I know last week I said on my mania plans I was going to try to do 31 stitches in each project, and I might still, maybe, I don't know. We'll see. It's like some stuff just is not calling to me, and I'm like, I don't want to do it at all. I'd rather work on my Heaven and Earth design and get as many stitches to get that done before I do anything else. So I might do that, I might not. If it comes up in a prompt, then I might work on it. If it doesn't, then I don't know if I'm going to worry about it. So the first one I worked a lot on is my Heaven and Earth design, Sunflower Bee. And so I'm loving this. I am like loving this. So I'm like working on it a lot because I really want to get page 2 done. I'm almost done. And so here I am, page 2. I'm actually working on this little section right here. I'm doing 10th stitch, and I think this is 22 count. So, I actually restarted this like 4 times on different fabrics, different stuff, and I finally found the one that I actually like, and so that was a lot of fun. My next one that I did a lot of is I took everything out of bags besides like 2 patterns, so let's try and make it easy. The next one I worked on is the January snapshot. I don't remember what I don't think there was a prompt to this. I think I just did it because I felt like doing it. So what I actually did was the pocket watch and then the January. And I might have shown this to you last week. I don't remember. But there it is again. If I had not or had, I don't know. Okay. My next one I worked on, the prompt was something with stone. And I thought this would have counted, but it didn't because it didn't actually show any stone. Which is okay. I at least, pulled it out and got a few stitches in it. It's the Santa's Village. I think everybody knows this pattern. I bought this, I got it for Christmas like years ago, like 3 years, 4, I don't know. So I literally just did this white part right up here. So when I first started this, I actually did it on 14 count. This is 14 count. Picture this plus. Oh, no, this is 16 count, not 14 count. 16 count. But I don't know. I mean, my stitches are messy. They're messy because I'm using 3 strands because I don't want any of it to show underneath. So I don't know how I feel about it. But I'll keep going because I already did one house, so now I have to do the rest of them. So my next one I worked on was the stone prompt. And I actually did it out just cross stitch December 16. This was actually my very first magazine ever. I didn't even know there were cross stitch magazines. I went to Walmart and saw it there, and I'm like, oh, I have to buy it. And then I was hooked. I literally started buying them like crazy. This is the pattern. There we go. Candles in the Night. Here we go. And I was so desperate to just start this that I actually just grabbed a piece of 14 count, which my preference now is 18 count. 2/1 is my preference, but I just needed to start it. So here it is, my little tiny start. It was 300 stitches it had to be. So unless I find another fabric that I love, I will probably just keep continuing on to that. So that was all my whips. I didn't do too much today, just that little bit. So yeah, that's all my whips. So I think this next week I was actually gonna pull up the prompts. Oh, I had it saved. Oh, I'm sorry, guys. Sorry. There we go. So the prompts were, so one of the first prop is stitch on something that has 8 parts. So I think I'm going to use this. This has, I mean, I can literally pick 8 different things. And so that's one of them I want to do. The second one I was going to do was, it says, pick a project that you can muck stalls with. And so I'm actually using it by saying a rake. And so I'm going to use that for the second one. And the third one was stitch on something like find a prison. I haven't figured that one out yet. So this is where I am. So I'm hoping I'm going to get like 600 stitches onto here. So that's kind of my plan, and then just work on my sunflower bee. I really want to get that page done. So I'll honestly probably work on that, and then if I have time to do this, do the weekly homework for the magical stitches. I think that's all I have today. Short little video. I hope you enjoyed it. Like it, share it, comment. I love reading the comments and answering them. So if you have any questions, please let me know. So yeah, it was great talking to you guys today. I'm trying to do better to keep focusing on the camera. So I think that will take me some time to get used to it. So I hope you guys have a great day, and I'll see you guys next week. Bye. Thank you. Hi. So I just watched the homework video for magical stitches, and I actually messed up on part of my video. I said I was going to work on this for the 8 parts, but I misunderstood what they were looking for, which is actually like 8 parts for like a sow or like anything like little squares that are 8 parts. So I'm actually going to be working on the Santa's Village because it's 12 different houses. And it can be on the same fabric as long as it's like different borders, and that's what this is. The bottom part separates all the pieces. So this is the one I'm actually going to be doing for part of the homework. I'm going to try and fix this in, but we will see how that works. So, alright, thanks guys, bye.